Hi, I'm Tom. Welcome to Ledgemere Heritage Farm. Today I've got a little bit of everything for everyone. It's just how it is on the farm. I've got vegetables, fruits, tractors, cutting wood. I hope you find it interesting. I hope you'll stick around and watch the video. My little furry friends. Hey, I'm gonna scratch a post. Everybody else. Where'd everybody go? Where are the babies hiding? Babies must be napping somewhere. Is that where they're at? They're napping? There you are. I was just checking on you. I haven't seen you today. That's right, just bowl through there. Go ahead. There's nothing there I want. I have fans and the AC running up here. so I apologize for the hum in the background. This was a giant picture window when I moved here, and it was all rotted. It was basically a hornet infestation with water coming in, going down the wall, and just rotting everything off that was there. So a few years ago, my brother and I put this little smaller window in. I sided the whole outside. Things being what they are now, if I was married to my current wife, I would clearly have a bigger window here, but I don't. So what I'm going to do in the meanwhile though, because my son's going to move up here, he's going to college, so he'll only be up here infrequently. Finished putting insulation in here. I've got some sheetrock downstairs to cut and put in. The problem I found is that I'm in here at least half an inch, and I've got half-inch sheetrock to put over it. So I got to put something in there to build that out. And of course, I didn't measure the sheetrock. I just assumed that it was half-inch sheetrock, but it's really quarter-inch sheetrock. So that'll buy me. So I have 3/4. I really only need to build it out a quarter. I guess what I could do, I've got enough sheetrock, is I could build it out with sheetrock and then put another layer of sheetrock over it. So essentially I've got double sheetrock. It's weird because this looks like he's got half-inch sheetrock here, quarter-inch sheetrock there. How did he put half-inch and quarter-inch sheetrock together? That's what my question is now. Yeah, because up here it's half-inch and quarter. That's weird. You can see where this whole wall bows. Of course it's not the same. Down here it's 17 1/4. Up here it's 16 3/4, so I'm off a half-inch. Well, I guess we'll cut 16 3/4. This is going to have trim over it anyway, so I guess I don't need to be perfect with it. If I can get out there, because I'm going to board in here, I'm going to case this whole window out. 16 3/4 by 38 1/2. 16 3/4 by 38 1/2. Remember that. My brother was a good drywaller, but he's not around anymore, so I did help him a few times, mostly carrying stuff. He was good at mud and taping. I do remember a few things, I guess. We pretty much live in a world where if you don't figure out how to do stuff on your own, you're essentially screwed. In the 80s, when I was going to high school, they wanted everybody to take college prep. So I did, and I went to college to be a teacher. They didn't want anybody to go into trades because it was a glut. It was a glut of tradesmen. Well, it turns out there was a glut of teachers then too. The state of Maine right now, actually, if you graduated 21, 22, or 23, you can go to any state trade school for nothing. You can't stay there for nothing, but tuition, books, fees, all that's free. See that? One thing I did when I first started working out here and getting power to everything is I put motion lights. I got one on the front of the barn, one on the back, one on the garage, one on the end of the woodshed, one down there on the sugar house, down there. Just makes it a lot easier when you're out here at night. The 200 got sold today. It's kind of bittersweet. These are my favorite tractors, basically all the descendants of the Super C. I don't really like the C too much, but I like the Super C, the 200, 230, and the 240. I just think they're a real pleasant tractor to own and operate, and they're easy to work on, and they're super handy. I was thinking about getting something else. There's a couple Cubs around that I was thinking about getting, but I don't know. The economy seems to not be doing so good, and I don't think I want to buy really anything to fix up right now. It's kind of depressing, isn't it? Tomatoes, potatoes, and cucumbers for supper. Grew it all here. You guys want some? Don't eat the coffee. It's okay if you don't eat it. It'll rot down. You like tomatoes? If you don't eat it, the chickens will eat it tomorrow. See, the bug spray worked, huh? I put it on yesterday. Ended up taking a little ride the other day, and in this crate is something that I kind of been wanting for a while, and the opportunity finally arose where I could find it affordably. And no, it's not the cat. What you're looking at is a set of original IH frame weights that fit on a Super C or a 200 or a 230 or probably even a C. And I got a good deal on them, so I really couldn't pass it up. I just gotta figure out how to put them on. The book really doesn't show anything, and so here's the bolster. And here's another whole front end. It's got brand new tires on it. And I think what I want to do is take these brand new tires and put them on my brother's Super C. Right there. But I'm definitely going to wait till it cools off a little bit. I don't want to be out pounded on tires in 100-degree weather. So that'll be in a future episode. But I just wanted to share that with you, that I finally found a set of those. And I think it's pretty cool. You know, even with the wheel weights on the Super C, the disc harrow that is just so big that the front end's barely touching the ground when you come up the driveway. So I think that'll solve the problem of when you live in Maine, what do you feed your dogs as a treat? Why, lobster bisque, of course. I like to shoot a lot in cinematic. Sometimes I go in regular 2D, but I like the cinematic because it just has a lot of depth to it, and it looks pretty cool actually. I think it blurs out some and doesn't blur out the other. You can either focus the near or the far depending, you know. So here's near, here's far. So if you go to the front, it blurs out the back. If you go to the back, it blurs out the front, and it just has a lot of depth to it. It looks pretty cool, I think. Black clouds. There's the sunset there. So a question I have, do you guys watch this on your phones, or do you watch it on the TV? Generally when I'm watching a show that I want to watch on YouTube, I put it on my TV. If I'm outside or wherever and I'm working on something and I need you know, a how-to or something, then I'll watch it on my phone for a few minutes. But generally speaking, I watch YouTube on my TV. I mean, it's way more convenient, it's more comfortable. So I just go sit in my armchair and put on whoever I want to watch or whatever I want to watch. If you haven't already, please take a moment and like the video and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any future episodes. I love having you all here, and I really appreciate the commentary and all the input. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great night.